It's a nation of builders, building a nation with their own hands, their own minds. Once it was block upon block that created the Jewish state. Today, it's idea upon idea, leading Israel into the next century. This country, devoid of natural resources, now competes successfully on the world market. The secret? Well-educated, highly trained people with ideas and determination. They've turned this arid land into an oasis of advanced technology. But it wouldn't take much to reverse the trend. Without an uninterrupted flow of new knowledge, new ideas, Israel would quickly revert to an economic wasteland, its success story no more than a brief moment in the sun.
It's the Technion's job to make sure that never happens. The Technion is Israel's Institute of Technology. It uncovers and develops the nation's most abundant natural resource.
That resource is the talent of its people. They've had the benefit of a far-reaching technological education ever since the Technion first opened its doors in 1912.
Some of the finest minds in Israel have developed right here on this campus. They've gone on to influence every aspect of life in the Jewish state.
The ripples we create here extend throughout the life of the nation. The Technion is taking Israel toward new frontiers.
Not long ago, we launched a rocket into space. The calculations, the design, the drawing were all pure Technion, and the manpower also. The teachers here are some of the experts in the field, in the world. And the people who learned with me are now in jobs, good jobs, in the leading industry in Israel.
Thanks to Technion graduates, Israel's aerospace industry has taken off. From the development of unmanned air vehicles used for intelligence gathering by the U.S. Navy, to the latest generation of satellite engineering and aircraft avionics, the Technion is behind Israel's unparalleled ability to deliver state-of-the-art technology.
One of our most illustrious former faculty members is uniquely qualified to know about that.
Israel's future is dependent primarily on science and technology. Its future as a country that can defend itself, its future as a country that can provide a good standard of living for its population, for immigrants who come and settle in our country. And in that context, of course, Technion, one of the best schools of higher learning in the area of science and technology in the world, plays a crucial role.
A role it will continue to develop.
The American Technion Society has made a far-reaching decision to create centers of excellence at the Technion. Centers where young scientists and engineers can coordinate their talents and work together at the very frontiers of research towards one well-defined goal.
Leaving an excellent position at Bell Labs, Gadi Eisenstadt came back to the Technion to continue his work on optical fiber communications.
It is the vision of the ATS leadership to create the environment here that people like myself would consider joining the Technion and moving their research work and educational contributions to this country.
Efrat Lifshitz was studying the optromagnetic properties of layered semiconductors at the University of Michigan.
Although I enjoyed my life in Michigan very much, I never felt in the United States at home, and I always wanted to come back to live in my native country.
The ATS has enabled us to have the funds to buy equipment was unheard of. The ATS hasn't contributed to advancing my work, the ATS has contributed to creating my work.
We work here with people from different disciplines, physicists, electrical engineers, chemists. We work on a basic research, however we have a future vision to see where this basic research will be applied.
On problems which are very, very applicable and contribute directly within a short period of time to industrial advancement, to security of the country.
It's the Israeli knack for combining pure research and practical applications which has induced many major American companies to open research and development facilities in Israel. Companies like IBM and Motorola, like National Semiconductor and Intel, developing the state-of-the-art components at the heart of the world's most up-to-date computers. Intel Israel's director is a Technion graduate.
When we decided to set up the first operation in Israel, which was the development center in Haifa, we located it in Haifa and not anywhere else. And we located it purely on the basis of proximity to Technion.
Cytex develops and manufactures the world's most advanced computerized equipment for the printing industry. Cytex Israel's managing director is another Technion graduate.
Technion gave me logical and professional tools that enable me later on to face technological challenges and industrial challenges, and the most important, to win.
Technion professors and graduates have helped turn Israel's high-tech industries into the nation's second largest employer. It's no coincidence.
It's a very practical university. That's what its basis is. It's science. Science is practice. You want to get out and get a feel of the nitty-gritty of it.
Every seed sown at the Technion bears an abundant harvest. The American Technion Society realized that vision long ago. Over the years, they've been an essential partner in building the Technion. The more we invest in the Technion today, the more Israel can do for itself tomorrow.
Today, Israel is faced with historic challenges and opportunities. Masses of highly educated Soviet immigrants, many of them skilled professionals, pouring into the country. Of all the Soviet immigrants enrolled in Israel's 7 universities, fully 2/3 are at the Technion.
What we are facing now here in Israel today with this Aliyah is a major transfusion of human resources in science and technology, which I believe can bring Israel toward economic independence. Technion's role in the process is crucial, because Technion's mission in Israel is to prepare Israel's future in scientific and technological infrastructure and human resources.
The Technion not only educates new immigrants, but operates retraining programs to prepare immigrant educators for new jobs in Israel and enables leading scientists to continue their research. Professor Oleg Kreinin at the Technion since late 1990, growing crystals that will move laser technology a quantum leap forward, work he began in Russia.
In Russia, we worked without any modern equipment, but here in Technion, computers are in each laboratory. I feel that I had good luck, such a good opportunity to find a job at the Technion, one of the best institutes of the world, I believe.
Anatoly Tarasu, PhD. In the Soviet Union, he was an expert on nuclear power plant reliability. Now in Israel. First I worked in construction, afterwards in a gas station, and now in a carpentry shop. I don't feel so good about it. There's not enough work for people with degrees like mine. It would be a real stroke of luck if I could find a position somewhere like the Technion.
The Technion's challenge, to keep a pace of the influx of new human and intellectual resources, to tap the scientific potential of Israelis, veterans, and newcomers alike, for their benefit and the nation's.
Aristotle said that education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. At the Technion, education is the key to prosperity and the means of overcoming adversity. Giving the Technion the means to influence Israel gives Israel the means to help itself. Helping the Technion is an investment in the future of Israel.